welcome back. Come with us to Montenegro. First of all, I'm gonna grab a good coffee. So this was a 6 a.m. flight. We waited around for a bit and finally it was time to go. It was about 3 hours flight. The view from the landing was such an amazing sight. And finally, we came Montenegro. We got to Tivat airport around 11 a.m. It wasn't packed at all. We got our lovely taxi via booking.com. We were welcomed by a lovely view of Tivat on our way to the hotel. This journey was about 45 minutes. And finally, we got to our hotel. So we stayed at this hotel called Star Hotel in Bečići. It's fairly new, well located with a nice beachfront. Obviously we were starving. We had a nice meal at the restaurant in the hotel with drinks gifted by them. And then I checked out the toilet and this is my airport outfit. We waited around a bit until about 4 p.m. for our rooms and finally they were ready. Oh my god guys, check out this room. We had a nice concierge as well. So let me show you guys around whilst we talk about pricing as well. So we got a studio type bedroom with 1 bedroom, a sofa bed, and 1 bathroom. I think 2 bathrooms would have made life easier for us, to be honest. The bedroom was a good size and the view from here is amazing guys. Obviously I wanted something classy and we got this little kitchenette here as well. I got a good deal for the hotel flight inclusive as well with breakfast, which is good. Just look at that view from the balcony guys, it is amazing. So the price for the hotel, the breakfast and the flight inclusive was about 2,500 for the 4 of us, which isn't really a bad price when you think about it. Let me show you around other areas of the hotel. So here we've got a little gym on the right side and sauna, which I'll show you later on. And oh my god, look at that infinity pool. Here is the reception as well, which is, I just like the aesthetics of this hotel. And here is the sitting area and the design is just so lovely. I just think the design of the entire hotel is aesthetically pleasing. And here is a sauna, which I found to be very soothing, and I'll show you guys a bit more later on. And here is a view of the hotel from the bedroom on the 9th floor at night time, although I think the video haven't done any justice to the view. Anyway, first things first, we decided to spend some time in the pool, just check out the pool, and it felt amazing. We didn't want to leave at all. So I'll talk to you guys about the hotel and the holiday whilst we enjoy the slice of my pool life. So first of all, I think this hotel is quite clean and the bedrooms are good size, although I think with a bedroom for 4 people, a second bathroom would have done better. It's got good access to everything and it's 10 minutes away from Budva Old Town, which is lovely. So after the pool session, we decided to go out for a meal in Budva Old Town, and this is my outfit for the night. So we went to this restaurant called Jadran in Budva Old Town. It's a lovely place to eat. The food is 10 out of 10. The ambience is amazing. And I highly recommend it if you're ever in Montenegro. So we had some tuna on toasted bread starter with some octopus. And for main meals we had pasta and some rice as well. And lots of meat. Apparently Montenegro is well known for how tasty they make their meat. So if you're ever in Montenegro, I highly recommend the meat menu. So we had this lovely tiramisu and afterwards we enjoyed a lovely live band to round up the night. day 2 in Montenegro. So this morning I decided to sit out and just enjoy the view from our room. Quick info or tips whilst we're here. This was a holiday in June. Regarding the weather, the highest was in the high 30s and the lowest was in the 20s. So ideally, if you wanted to go to the beach, aim for the morning time or evening time. Otherwise, it gets really hot during the daytime. So let's grab some breakfast, and this is my outfit. I really enjoyed the breakfast at this hotel, very well varied, at least for me, with a lovely view. The breakfast chef was so lovely. I asked for syrup and he got me 3 lots, strawberry, caramel and honey syrups, and they taste amazing. And finally guys, oh my god, it's time for a private boat ride. I really enjoy doing this guys, and I highly recommend it. See, I'm a seaside holiday type person, and a private boat ride is usually a must for me. It's so calming and exotic at the same time. This is such a good experience guys. The view here is amazing. The sea is so clear. So we went around the Budva coastline. We saw places like the Stefan, the Queen's Beach. There's just a few things to see on the way, and I can make a list of them in the description box if you guys are interested. The only place we couldn't visit was the Blue Cave. So we did a half-day tour, which is like 3 to 4 hours in total. In terms of price, you could get a nice private boat ride in Montenegro, anything between 200 and 300 pounds. Ours was about 300 pounds. We made a quick stop here for a quick break and swim and just chill by the beach really. We went through this little cave to access the beach, which is a plus. So we found our captain and the boat on Google, and I'll put more information about that on the description box. So quick tips for you if you're wanting to use the same captain I used: be there on time, because otherwise it gets chaotic from there. But we had an amazing time regardless. We even enjoyed a nice dance session on the boat. To be honest, I don't think we were very well prepared for this ride this time. Previously, when I've done a boat ride in Amalfi, they offered some snacks, but that wasn't the case on this boat, which is fine because you could easily get yours. It's just something to be aware of really. Honestly guys, a time was hard on this boat. Just watch and enjoy the ride and the views with me. Towards the end of the trip, there was a bit of time to have a nap on the boat as well. We had a quick Burger King before we headed home, as everyone was very hungry by the end of the trip. Later on, we decided to go for a quick meal and walk around the Budva Old Town. And this is my outfit for the night. So we took a nice evening stroll around the old town. We didn't really get to see much as it's getting a bit late. The plan was to come back another day during the daytime to have a nice little walk around the old town. Although in the end everyone returned to visit the old town, but I didn't. All the same, it was such a lovely place to see even in the evening or night time. Let me show you guys around. And after that long walk, we ended up in this lovely restaurant called the Kotor. Everyone was really nice, the ambient was lovely. We enjoyed the company of a lovely chef, and he has something to say to you guys.
Alright, this is my beautiful girl. Talking the waiter, Branco. I don't know where they are from. Tell me where you from. Yeah, we're going live now. We're going live. The lady, she don't have patience this time. Give me a second. Give me a second. Just a moment. We have to guess. Yeah. Maybe I find some table for them. But before that, let me take care for this nice, beautiful ladies. They're eating some prosciutto cheese, calamari salad, and octopus. Look at this girl. All right.
And that was the starters. For mains, we had some rice with chicken, some pasta, some chicken with chips. We wanted something light as we weren't as hungry. I rate the food here 9 out of 10, just because I think I enjoyed the previous restaurants better. We stopped by here to get some ice cream and water before we headed back home. And oh my god guys, it is third day in Montenegro and it's about to get more and more interesting. Obviously I'm gonna chill for a bit first before we head down for some breakfast. And before you ask, no, this is not a PJ, it's actually a two-piece that I wear every day, if that makes sense. And then we got ready for another amazing day in Montenegro, and this is what I'm wearing today. So we're going for a Kotor and Perast day trip, and I'll be nattering a bit more about this in a sec. And it was so vibey throughout the ride. You guys need to listen. So regarding this trip, so it was on our Montenegro itinerary. I was meant to book it online, but I changed my mind and booked it with a hotel instead, and I'm glad I did. So the trip was from the hotel in Bečići to Kotor, and from Kotor to Perast, and then back to the hotel, and the round trip cost about £160. And finally, we've arrived in Kotor, our first stop. Come with me, let me show you around. Just to mention, we didn't actually walk the entire old town. We saw just a few bits and bobs. We couldn't get to the Kotor fortress, which apparently takes about 45 minutes or 1,300 steps to hike up to, and it's meant to be nice view for the sunrise or sunsets. All the same, I'll take you guys around with me. Let me just stop right there and mention that my girl's outfit today looks so cute. She's given summer sweetheart, you know? Anyway, we made a quick stop here for a quick break, and can I just say that this pistachio cake slapped? And that is meant to be the fortress up there. And then we made our way to Perast, the most beautiful, gorgeous place ever. And I'll show you guys around. Oh, by the way, the trip from Kotor to Perast is about 25 minutes. And when you do get to Perast, you need to get a boat taxi to Our Lady of the Rocks, which is where we're headed now. Let me show you around. It is a fast, short boat ride of about less than 10 minutes, and it costs about £10 to £20 per person. You can go as a group with other people, or you can get a private boat ride, which we did. It is such a lovely place to visit, and I highly recommend visiting here whenever you are in Montenegro. So we went into this cathedral or church, which apparently has a story to it, but let's not get into all of that. It was so lovely to see all the same. Apparently there is a museum attached to it, but we didn't get to see that because you need to pay cash to get, and we didn't have cash. When we're done here, we headed back into Perast for a nice evening meal, and on our way we enjoyed a nice lovely panoramic view of the island. Back in town, and we're going to grab quick dinner in this lovely restaurant by the seaside in Perast. The restaurant is called Conte, and I highly recommend it. The food is 10 out of 10. The view of the island from here is amazing. It is definitely a must visit when you're here. We had some steak, fish, salad, and a pasta that slapped so hard. The ambience was so lovely as well.
That's lovely. That's so reminds.
For some reason, we're so obsessed with this couple because they looked so good on our portraits. Afterwards, we went for some ice cream for dessert. Can I just say this ice cream was so good, and shout out to the seller, he was such a vibe. Then we headed back home, and can I just say today was such a lovely day. It was well worth it, and I highly recommend it. We got home and decided to go for a night swim, and can I just say that was the best decision ever. We had so much fun on our own. The night view was perfect. Whilst we're here, did I mention how much I dislike the beaches in Montenegro? Yes, I said so. It's full of stones and pebbles. It's not your usual sandy beaches. They hurt my feet so much, so unfortunately I did not enjoy my time on the beach as much as I wanted. And guys, another day in paradise. And today I just chose to chill by myself on the beach, create some content, and just relax. And it can't even lie, it's so much fun, relaxing, and it just calms your nerves, you know? Anyway, after all that relaxing, I chose violent skies. I really did. So I decided to do some water activities. So the first thing was a jet ski. And this was my first ever jet ski. I decided to go with an instructor first of all, and then I drove myself afterwards, which I was quite proud of. But, you know, that was not enough adrenaline for me. I decided to go parasailing, guys. Parasailing. And my face on this photo says it all. It was as scary as it was exciting. I think it's a good once in a lifetime type activity because I'm not doing this ever again. Well, after all that, we decided to chill a bit more at the pool. What can I say, guys? I love water. I'm literally a water baby. So come chill with us whilst I chat to you guys a bit more about our Montenegro itinerary. There isn't much in the way of cons in terms of this holiday. I think everything was just perfect. We went at the right time, we stayed at the right place. It's just too good. I feel like the only downside was that we didn't stay there for long. And in terms of the water activities that I did, I literally booked it on the day with the team that is literally stationed in front of the hotel. They had loads of activities to choose from, and the price for the parasailing was about £80 as well as the jet ski. Only thing was the team was not very organized, but there are lots of water sports team on the beach if you wanted. Then I decided to spend some time in the sauna. And I must say, this was so calming and soothing. Made me sleep like a baby afterwards. And oh my god, guys, just like that, that was the last day spent in the pool. We enjoyed our last sunset here in Montenegro. And did I mention the sunset here is such a thrill? Then we got ready for our last dinner here in Montenegro, and this is my outfit for the night. So we went to this restaurant called Duomo. It's an Italian restaurant which is literally below the hotel. I'm not sure if it's linked with the hotel or not. The ambience, of course, was lovely, but the food, I'm not too sure about it. I'll probably give it a 6 out of 10. The experience is probably a 5 out of 10, to be honest, because they kept running out of stuff. They didn't have certain food, certain drinks, and so on. So we had some pizza, which was really nice, and some pasta and fish that weren't so good. And guys, I'm so sad to say that we've finally come to the end of our stay in Montenegro, but I decided to enjoy the last cup of tea and the views from my room before we leave. Then we headed down for our final breakfast, and you can tell we're not very thrilled to be leaving Montenegro. But we've got to leave at some point, don't we? And this is my airport outfit, and we headed out to the airport. And that, my friends, was such a lovely end to a riveting holiday in Montenegro. Let me know what you think, if you enjoyed it, and if you're ever gonna go to Montenegro in the comments below. Thanks for watching, guys. If you made it this far, you are a real one. See you in the next video. Okay, bye.